I just turned 38 2 days ago, and in celebrating my birthday, I've had the time to reflect on my past, set some new goals for myself, and evaluate areas of my life that I can use a little bit of improvement in. But the one thing that I am the most proud of for myself is my ability to never allow myself to get stuck in my past. I was a teen mom. I had my son, my oldest son, when I was 17. I got pregnant my junior year of high school, and I had my baby when I was a senior in high school. And at the time, there were people around me who made it seem as if that was the end of the world for me, as if I had just ruined my life and that was it. That was it. Like, what have you done? And that couldn't be the furthest thing from my reality. I remember even when I started dating my husband, I was a divorced mom of 3. And I remember somebody told me, girl, you think that man is going to take you serious? You have 3 kids. He don't have any kids. You can't really think y'all are going to have a serious relationship. And when I say my husband is the perfect example of what God designed a spouse to be, and I'm not just saying it because he's my husband. He is everything that people told me I didn't deserve because I was a single mom of 3. So I said all of that to say, you can allow people to tell you what you can and can't do because of things that you've done in your past, or you can listen to what God has to say. What God always has a final word. It doesn't matter what man thinks of you. It doesn't matter how man thinks that you may have messed up and that's the end for you. You may have made a mistake. Oh, you chose this person, so you can't have this in the future. Oh, you made this decision, so it's over for you. That's not how God operates. I love the fact that God gives us grace when man doesn't even think that we deserve a second chance. My parents never allowed me to fall flat on my face. My parents have never thrown in my face that I got pregnant when I was a teenager. My parents have never thrown my divorce in my face. And I feel like that's the same way with God. God never held those things against me. God never said, you can't have these promises because of these decisions that you made in the past. And that's the one thing that I love for myself is I refuse to allow men to leave me in my past. I refuse to allow men to tell me these are the things that you cannot experience or have in life because you've made these mistakes in the past. As long as you focus on what God has for you and what the word of God says for you, it does not matter what man has to say about the things that you've done. Man is always going to have something to say, whether good or bad. But what matters the most is what the word of God says about our lives and the promises that God has made for us. And I'm so glad that I did not allow myself to get stuck in my past.